is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, formed out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander King YAHANNA. And we are the home of the truth. We are the home of the truth. This is the I.S.U.P.K Houston Sabbath service, South Texas Sabbath service, rather. We got Colleen in the building. We got San Antonio in the building. Also in the building. Give them a hand. on the way. You understand me? South Texas is gonna bind us like Voltron. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Like the Power Rangers, huh? That's what they call us.
Yeah, right.
Both on that crack. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying, we're just gonna give you a brief synopsis of what goes on here in the I.S.U.P.K Sabbath service. What we do is we go over the Hebrew and the English in the scriptures to give you full understanding of what the scriptures mean, so that you know you can get a full understanding of the spirit of what the scriptures are telling you. Something that you have not received your entire life. Why? Because you've been in the Christian church and all they do is filibuster and gavilant, you know what I'm saying, over things that have nothing to do with the scriptures. You understand?
Right. But
what we're gonna do is we're gonna deal directly with the scriptures, directly what the spirit of the scriptures are saying, and directly how that applies to your life today. You understand me? With that, Medium.
The Dawan ban Yahada ban Yashala.
The Dawan ban Yahada ban Yashala.
Barak, Yahweh ban Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
Yahweh ban Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Medium Wapa Yahakudam. Sar, turn face to east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Aba'ah. I.S.U.P.K. Kawa. Shemayim. Yatalanawa. Lacham. Yawam. Wasalak Kabawat Yinawa, Kasalak Yinawa, Kabawat Yinawa, Wala'ah, Kabayanawa, Banasai one, Ball, Awashanawa, Ayun, Rud, Ayuk, Malakwat, Hala, Awalamyam,
Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory, forever. So be it.
Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shah. Babakashah. Alanawa. Hakan. Rapa'ah. Kal Makalam. Wukal Madawan. Hakat. Nahatahar. Amatazarayim. Hakat. Nahakwayam. Amatayam. Hakat. Arakawah. Amata'Allah. Ma'ala,
Ma'ala,
the Garshan,
Garshan,
YAHANNA, the water Aman.
the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of
And
sickness.
all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the
The
leper.
power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahaharim.
Ahaharim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazar.
Aratazar.
All your done.
All your done.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All Nayawam.
All Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah. Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayishan.
Yayishan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Ayab.
Ayab.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'yakayaka.
La'ayakayaka.
Wayalarak.
Wayarak.
Bayalala.
Balayala.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makaran.
Makaran.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Adnapaska.
Adnapaska.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasamar Tazaaka.
Yashamar Tazaaka.
Wabawa-aka.
Wabawa-aka.
Mawa-aitha.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aita.
Wa'aid-awalam.
English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
Whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold.
he that keepeth Yasha'ala
He that keepeth Yasha'ala
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth,
from this time forth,
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Dalayamaka.
Al Dalayamaka.
Al Dakarash.
Al Dakarash.
Al Dashakwat.
Al Dashakwat.
All. YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
Wayabakai.
Our
YABYAKA.
Yadnaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Alamayaka.
Alamaka.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata the eye Tazawar.
Wayata ya ai Tazawa.
All Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakachidam.
Wanakachidam.
Magawa.
Magalia.
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 Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awad.
Awad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa. I Tazawa.
Nawa ai Tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yakar.
Al Yakar.
Baryawat.
Barya.
Baryath.
Barya.
Yakathwa.
Yakarathwa.
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 Alahaya.
Aholia.
Salaki. Ahaya.
Aholia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashama'ai aliyaham.
Wayashamai aliyaham.
Mawa'aba. Wagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
Yashabia.
Yashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Damashawar.
Damashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Yahayawa.
Yahayawa.
Zarwai.
Zarwai.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Shayalaham.
Aishalaham.
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 Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasayaira.
Kasayasa Ra'a.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashawan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamaadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bandaira.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Yahweh.
Hayawa.
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 Daman.
Daman.
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayawa,
Nadiyamawa,
Nadaimawa,
Nadiyamawa,
Kara,
Kara,
Kaara,
Kara,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazamanai,
Wakatazamanai,
Kawanasi Yakamwa,
Kawanasa Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nairashua,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa, Ata,
Naawa,
Naawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagila,
Kagagala,
Kapwash,
Kagwash,
La Payaraka,
Apanyamaka,
Kayash,
Kaash,
the Yaira,
Taba Ira Yaira,
Wakazalaba,
Wakala Haba,
the Hat,
Talahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Laradapma,
Daradapma,
Basarayaka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Wabasa Wapanka,
Tabahalam,
Dabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Walawan,
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
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 Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakapawa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayada Abawa,
Wayabadwa,
Kayada Awa,
Wayada Iwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ada,
Ada,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
the
Badka,
Yalawan, Al-Kahal Ratazah,
Al-Kahal, Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence,
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy heathen ones.
And consulted against thy heathen ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Yashala
That the name of Yashala
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
So they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
the Hagarine,
the Hagarine,
Gebal,
Gebal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
with
with
the
the
Philistines,
inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Until also is joined with
Also is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of light.
They are hoping the children of God.
Salah.
Salam.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the
As
Midianites,
to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to
and the
Jabin,
brook of Kaisar,
and the brook of
which
Kaisar,
perished at Endor.
which perished in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make the nobles like
They
Oreb,
like to add.
and like Seir. Yea,
All their princes is about.
all their princes as
As
above,
Amuna.
and as
Who
Hamuna,
said,
who have said,
let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession.
let us take to ourselves the house of the power and possession.
Oh my power.
Oh, my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a
As
wheel,
stubble before the wind.
as stubble before the
As
wind,
the fire burns the wood.
as the fire burns the
And
wood,
the flames set the mountains on fire.
and the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
And make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame,
they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy
Oh
name.
Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded
In trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
And men may know.
That men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Of all the earth.
over all the earth.
That's all. Turn forward. And you shot me. Just needs to sit. Good prayers ahead, man. All right. So today, as I explained earlier, for those who are coming in a little bit late, what we do in the Sabbath, I.S.U.P.K Sabbath services, we go over the Hebrew and the English of the scriptures, and we break those down so that you can understand what was happening historically in context, also so that you can understand how that's the spirit of what's being said connects with what you should be doing today.
That's
You understand me? That's something that you won't get in the Christian church, because the Christian church only believes in prosperity. Here we believe in what the Bible says. You understand me?
That's right.
That being said,
If I could, sir.
go ahead.
What's so important, this is cultural, man. You understand what I'm saying? This gives us understanding to what we're supposed to be doing, so we'll know that
celebrating Thanksgiving is not what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have compassion on all the 12 tribes and all the atrocities that each tribe has gone through. You know what I'm saying? Being in this hell. So we will not celebrate what our oppressor tells us to celebrate, as it is about the demise of our people. What we will do is follow commanders in YAHANNA, brother. Study these scriptures, brother. You understand what I'm saying? And what we will do is what the God of the Bible told us to do. And that's on the 7th day, brother. We're going to keep it holy, and we're going to have a Sabbath service, and we're going to teach our people our culture. So
That's right. That's right. You understand me? It's very important that we understand that. You understand me? Especially what this week has entailed for us. You understand me? We've been following American culture for so long. You understand me? That our people have become indoctrinated with the things of Americans' ways. You understand me? But the Bible tells us to seek not the way of the heathen. You understand me?
That's right.
And we need to learn that, because seeking the way of the heathen allows us to spit on our own people, which is what most black people, black families, Hispanic families did this week.
Right.
When they put that turkey in the oven and they put that ham in the oven, they not only spit on the Most High, but they spit on their brothers in the tribe of Gad. What we do here is we're going to learn our culture so that we do not spit on one another. So
That's
that we
right.
learn to love our brother as ourselves, as Christ commanded us. You understand me? And there's only one way I recommend you do that, is you do that under Commander YAHANNA and I.S.U.P.K. That's right.
That's right.
With that, we're gonna go into the scriptures we're dealing with today. You know, for the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about the cleanliness and plagues and pretty much Levitical protocol that the Levite priests had to, you know what I'm saying, instruct, and also, you know what I'm saying, they also had to do, so to speak. You understand me? So with that being said, we're gonna get right back into it. Leviticus 14 and 38 is where we started. If you have the Bible Hub app, go ahead and pull it up in your Bible Hub app. If you don't have the app, you can go to BibleHub.com. What we do is we go on Bible Hub and click the INT, which should be on the second row from the top. It should be to your right hand side. You click the INT, then you scroll down to the scripture we're going to be starting at, which is Leviticus 14 and 38. From there, you can follow along with us as we read the Hebrew, and you can see the English up under it, so that you can see how those words translate and what those words mean according to the Most High and his people, the Israelites. That being said, let's get it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 38 in the Hebrew. Wayataza'ah, Hakahan, Man, Habayah, all. Pathak, Habayah, Wahasaga, Yar, Atah, Habayah, Shabai, Yamayim. Verse 39. Washab, Hakahan, Bayawam, Hashabaya, Hashabaya, Wara, Wa'ana, Wahanna, Pasha, Pasha, Hanagai, Bakwar Yara, Habaya. Verse 40. Watazawa Hakahan. Waka Lataza Wakalatazawa. Atha. Habanayim. Ashur. Bahan. Hanagai. 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 Wahasha Layaka. Wahasha Layakawa. Athahan. Oh. Maka Wataza. La ya Ayor. Oh. Makawam. Tama'a. Verse 41. Wa'ah. Habayah. Yakua Taza'an. Mabayah. Sabayab. Washapaka. Washapakawa. Pakawa. Atha. Her eye part. A shark. Hakwa Tazawa. Oh. Maka Wataza. Maka Wataza. La Ayar. Oh. Makawam. Tama'a. Verse 42. Ya, Wala, Kwa, Kawa, Abanayim, Abanyim, Akawarath, Akarwath, Wa, Wa Bayawa, all Sakath, Habanyam, Haban, Nayam, Wa Par, Akar, Yakwa, Wata, Atha, Habayat, verse 43. Wa'am, Yashawab, Hanagaya, Hanagai, Waparak, Babayah, Akar, he has taken away. Kalatiza, Atha, Abanayam, Ha'abanyam, Wa'aka, right? What? Hakor Tazawa, Atha, Habayat, Wa'a, Karya, Wa'akarya, how to walk. Verse 44. Waba'a hakahan. Wara'a YAHANNA Pasha Hanagai Babaya Tazara'ai Mama Ara Hawa Babaya Tama'a Hawa'a. Verse 45. Wana Thataza Atha Habayat Atha Abba Nayawa Wa'ah I-Tazaya I-Tazaya I-Tazawa I-Tazayawa Wa'ah Call I-Par Habayat Wa'ah Wataza'ah all Makawataza La'ayar all Makwawam Makawam Tama'a.
You're not reading the blue, are you?
No, that's right.
Okay. That's right.
Verse 46. Wahaba'a all Habaya Call Yamaya Hasagayar Atawa Yatama'a Ha'ira the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 38, in the English. Then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house and shut up the house 7 days. Verse 39, and the priest shall come again the 7th day and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is, and they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city.
So, just letting y'all know, like they going, the job of the Levitical priest is to make sure that that plague is nowhere near anybody. You understand me? So they gonna not only check you out, but they gonna do a house inspection. You know what I'm saying? They gonna check the walls, and if the walls if they sense that the plague has get into the walls, they gonna take the stones out the walls and gonna throw them outside the city. You understand me? That's proof of letting you know that the job of the priest is bigger than just ceremonial practices and judging people when they're wrong. You understand me? A priest has a lot of hats that he has to wear if you were to transfer or if you were to look at a priest as what you would look at priests are today. Priests today ain't even lighting a candle to what the Levitical priest did.
That's right.
You understand me? That's why the priests in the I.S.U.P.K do above and beyond.
That's right.
You feel me? Because we trying to line up with doing better than the Levitical priest.
That's
under
right.
the priesthood of Melchizedek. We got to go harder than the Levitical priest.
That's right.
You feel me? And we got to go absolutely harder than so-called priests of today.
That's right.
You feel me? Like so-called priests of today, all they do is, you know what I'm saying, touch kids.
Right.
That's right.
You understand me?
Take your bread.
And take your money.
Right.
You understand me? And you know, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't Catholic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I probably went to one Catholic mass before my whole entire life. I don't know. I fell asleep in it. You know what I'm saying? Like them priests ain't the priests of the Lord.
That's
You
right.
understand me? Us being the priests of the Lord, the many hats that we have to wear at many different times, just be thankful that you have that position. You feel me? Because this position is the position of protection for the nation. You understand me? And us being protectors of the nation, we have to make sure that we are in tune and doing exactly what we need to do, which is why instructions were laid out to us, why instructions are still laid out to us today. We follow those instructions. We do what we have to do. Why? Because it may not only save our life, but it may save the lives of family members, our kids, the ones who are family who will not come up out of our loins. You understand me? Which is the entire nation. We are the protectors of the nation as priests. We have to protect them, and we have to keep them connected with the Most High.
That's right.
You understand me? And that's our job, and that's what we got to do. And that's what they've been doing. So we just gonna step our foot into them shoes and try to fill them up.
That's right. And if I could, sir, what's so heavy about this is why, because these instructions were given to the priest. That's what I'm saying. Moses was giving these instructions and telling the priest what to do. You understand? So this is why it's so important, brother, that being here in the I.S.U.P.K, brother, you can't be a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And you can't be a respecter of person.
That's right.
Because there's going to come a time, brother, where we're going to have to exact all these laws, statutes, and commandments in the righteous way. You understand what I'm saying? Not like the Christian pastor, brother. You know what I'm saying? We understand that our people are stupid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and they don't have the Lord didn't give them the spirit to understand these things, but just to follow a righteous shepherd. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why we have to take this job, like Officer Shapai said, more seriously. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are the ones under the order of Melchizedek who have heard the call to come step up, brother. You understand what I'm saying? And stand before the Most High and your people. That's a heavy task, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what this is what Moses is telling the priest that they have to do in all things, brother. You know what I'm saying? In sanitation, in making sure somebody's clean, them and their household. You understand what I'm saying, brother? We literally have to hold the hand of Israel, bro. You understand? Because in their stupidity, bro, right? You could tell your people that Thanksgiving is wicked and it's about the celebration of the slaughtering of their people, and they'll just look at you and tell you, well, it's just a day for me to get with my family.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's the only time when me and my friends and family can get together. Well, if that's the only time you and your friends and family can get together, then maybe you need to get with friends and family who get together and do what the Lord say to do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is our fight, y'all. I like it, sir.
I double down with you. That's the only time you and your family can get together. Guess what? Then I ain't getting together with nobody.
Damn right.
Shit. If I got to sacrifice my integrity to be with family, then I don't need to be with family.
That's not the family
Like,
I need.
Like, yeah, that's not the family I need. Like the right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the the thing about integrity and being a man is you have like it's like I don't know, a lot of us didn't have our fathers in our life. My father was in my life. What he told me was one thing that always stuck with me is this. You know what I'm saying? My father wasn't the wisest man. He was, he all right, you know what I'm saying? I love him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just the greatest man. He made his mistakes, but one thing he always told me was be a man of your word. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
That is the integral part. That is the baseline of integrity. Is being a man of your word, being a man who stands for something. Now, if you're a priest or a person who says you love the word, the Most High, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? You have to stand for something greater than yourself.
Real talk.
You have to stand for something greater than, you know what I'm saying? Your comfort,
the desires of your
woman. Desire, your pleasure,
the desires of your woman,
the desire of your woman, the desire of your children. You understand me? Desires of others that make you feel like happy. Like the thought crossed my mind today. You know what I'm saying? Your comfort is what you choosing comfort over morality is what causes you to be slothful.
That's right.
You understand me? You choosing to be comfortable versus choosing what's morally right and what's integral, what keeps you in your integrity. Is what creates you what pushes you to slothfulness, what makes you become a sluggard, what makes you become a evil person.
Right.
I'm saying a piece of garbage. You feel me? Like if all I do is just think about what makes me comfortable, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? If I wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like laying in my bed. That's just what's comfortable to me. You understand me?
Right.
How the heck is my kids gonna eat breakfast in the morning?
Right.
Understand me? I like you gotta put your comfort away to do what's right.
Right.
As an adult, as a grown person. Now, if you're a child, you know what I'm saying, you think childish. You feel me? If you're gonna admit that you're a child, okay, then let me think for you. You feel me? Let me be the adult and I'm gonna think for you. If you're an adult, you need to stop thinking like children, you feel me, and do what's right. Do put your comfort to the side and do what's right.
Right.
You feel me? That goes across the board, you feel me? Especially with the job of a priest, as we looking right here, is these priests didn't have the opportunity to be comfortable. If a person had a plague, they had to go to the point where they had to go look at the walls of the house and take stones out the wall. You feel me? Like where's the comfort in that? You feel me? Like, do they wake up in the morning and say, man, you know what? I feel like going to take stones out of people's walls and go check and see if people got plagues today. Like, no, they want to do what you're doing.
Right.
They want to do what people who ain't priests do. Well, guess what? The job of a priest means that you have to put aside your comfort so that you can make sure that you look out for the nation.
Damn right. Right.
And the job of a people is to do what the priest tell you to do.
That's right.
You understand me? And the job of a person who cares about his people should be to not put your comfort over what's morally right for your people.
That's right.
You understand me? And that's universal knowledge right there. That's universal practical knowledge right there.
That's right.
You understand me?
Verse 41. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place.
So basically, they it's like almost like what they call them people that come look at houses, the inspector, what they call it,
an appraiser.
Like an appraiser coming to your house, looking at stuff like, you got a little bit of mold right there. We're gonna have to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of this right there. We're gonna have to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? You coming through and you have to actually look like this is a priest's job. You feel me? Like in the priest's job, the reason why the reason why this job is so important is because this priest is protecting not only this family, but this family, because if this family gets a plague, then that plague is gonna spread to that family. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to do business with that family, you're gonna have to do barter with that family, and then you're gonna have to be close contact with that family. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna spread that to that family, that family, that family, that family, and then now the whole nation has the plague. Understand me? The job of a priest is to protect the nation. You understand me? And by protecting the nation, it's like what's the saying goes, nip it in the bud.
Right.
You feel me?
Buck stops here.
Right. You gotta when we nip it in the bud. The whole thought process behind the phrasing of nip it in the bud is before that bud becomes a flower or whatever it blooms to, you gotta nip it first at the beginning so that it doesn't become something that may blossom into something that is wicked, evil, unclean, something that destroys your people.
That's right.
So nip it in the bud, meaning catch it when you catch it at the beginning, so that you don't have to deal with the consequences in the end. This is also practical knowledge because this is something that we do normally in our normal thought processes. You feel me? We got to make sure that we capture problems at the beginning,
Right.
so that we don't have problems manifest into something that we can't control. You understand me?
Right.
Now, as priests and prophets at I.S.U.P.K, brothers and sisters in I.S.U.P.K, we have each other's back. You understand me? So when you do come into certain situations like that, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, we'll be able to get you up out of those situations and deal with the plants. But what we would rather do is nip the plant when it's in its bud stage, so that we don't have to deal with their plants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a plant is hard work.
Right.
You feel me? Dealing with a bud is easy work. You feel me? That's why you gotta think. You gotta think about that stuff as you know what I'm saying, daily, go through your daily practices. You understand me? Me being the head of finances, I tell y'all brothers all the time, like, hey, now is not the time for mess up.
Right.
Now is not the time to start thinking. To be wise now. Seek counsel now. Seek counsel early. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you come to an issue, I know I told a couple of you brothers this individually. As soon as you come to an issue, call somebody. Don't wait. Don't wait don't do it on your own. Don't think on your own. Don't wait. Just get to the point of the issue now so that you don't have to deal with bigger consequences later. Or if we all got to deal with bigger consequences later, guess what? We knew about it before now because we talked about it before now. Since we talked about it, we know what we're up against, and guess what? When it comes, then we'll be prepared, or we have prepared ourselves to be prepared. You understand me? That's the point. That's the job. That's the job. That's also the job of the priest. You understand? To be vigilant, be cognizant. You feel me? To think ahead. You know what I'm saying? Think ahead of what's going on in the present. You feel me? That's what a prophet is, right? A prophet sees the future and tells the people in the present so that they can change their actions based off of what they see in the future. You understand me? Or fix the actions, or you understand me? This is what's going to happen. So let's prepare ourselves for what's going to happen.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That's our job today. That's what we deal with today. You understand me? And we gotta take it. We gotta take it to the utmost highest importance, man. Because our jobs as being priests and prophets is goddamn. I can't think of no word more than highly important. What's the word I can use? Goddamn. You know I like to use my word. Imperative. Good night. That's it. It's imperative.
It would be behooving.
It behooves you to do this.
That's right.
And do it correctly. And do it in wisdom. And seek counsel for it if you need be. You understand me? There's levels to this. You understand me? I know all of us know. You feel me? All of us, sisters, brothers, people who watching, all of us need to know there's levels to it. So you might not be at a level where you can rightfully discern what you should do in a situation. That's why you got priests that are stronger than you.
Right.
They can think for you. They can think when you can't think.
And that's all right.
And it's okay.
That's what the refuge is for.
Look. The Lord made these levels for a reason.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, even I have to do it.
That's right.
I'll be damned if I tell y'all I make all my decisions on my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no liar. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I get counsel. Me. You know, like, even General Muhammad get counsel. The man YAHANNA.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, like, it's levels to this stuff, man. We always got, like, we got to think about that. We also got to think about, you know what I'm saying, this is what's us going through these processes is what keeps us on the right level, keep us on point, keep us accountable with each other, keep us holding each other down, keep our chains not kinked. You understand me? You understand me? Now our chain and our armor will be, you know what I'm saying, strong. You feel me? Because what they say, only take one. What they say, only one link in the armor to destroy it. How they
especially one weak link, especially
one weak link,
especially in the nation of Israel, brother.
right?
When one brother falls, brother, the whole nation going to captivity, goddamn,
Right.
or lose a battle.
Ask the prophets who are wise and righteous men and still went through captivity.
That's right.
Ask them. They know. Ask us in I.S.U.P.K who are living righteously right now, but still going through the hell.
That's right.
Right. You feel me? Like this will make our job even more important as well. You feel me? Like we got to be here. We got to be the strength for our people. We got to be able to strengthen all these weak links so that we can make this change strong enough for the Lord to pull us up out of here.
That's right.
You understand me? Yeah, keep going.
Verse 42, and they shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones. He shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house.
We ain't just taking stuff out the house. We're gonna make sure we get you right back right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to go to sleep tonight. We're gonna put some more bricks right there.
We ain't gonna leave no holes in
You know
your
what I'm
house.
saying? Ain't gonna leave no holes in your house, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna correct you and not put
Build you back up.
and not build you back up.
That's right.
And they're gonna take from you and not replace what we're taking with something righteous, with something right, with something clean, with something that can fill you up and make you stronger than what you were when we took the unclean brick out. You understand me? Think about that, priest. Yeah.
Verse 43, and if the plague come again and break out in the house, after that he hath taken away the stones, and after he has scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy in the house. It is unclean. And he shall break down the house. Verse 45. And he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, and he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place. Verse 46. Moreover, he that goeth into the house, all the while that is shut up, shall be unclean until the even.
Yeah, so I mean, these are just, again, as we go through these scriptures, we're gonna be going over what the protocol of what them doing, and the importance of them doing this is obviously what we've been speaking on, is protecting the nation, protecting the family, protecting the people. You understand me? So we're gonna definitely be breezing through a lot of these protocols, just listening, you know what I'm saying, paying attention, seeing what these people went through, marking down the history in your memory so that you understand the importance of a priest and what a priest's job entails. You understand me? A priest's job entails way more things than just reading the scriptures. Way more things than just, you know what I'm saying, somebody committed adultery, we gonna figure it out. You understand me? We gotta think about that, and we gotta be able to tell others that, you understand me, to break that down to other people, so that they, you know, especially young men, so that they know, you know, before you take this off, you know, this ain't just no, you know what I'm saying, we ain't just out here on the corner. I know you like when you seen us on YouTube. That ain't all we do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just out here just, you know what I'm saying, making white people kiss our boots. Right. Although we do that, you know what I'm saying? I know you like that.
That's right,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, this job is a lot bigger than that.
That's right.
You understand? You might have some responsibilities that you have to pick up. It might be a little bit more, might be a little bit more strenuous than that. You understand me? You might have to go walk through somebody's house one day, make sure they're clean. You feel me?
That's right.
Figurative, of course. You feel me? Just make sure that all understand this. We all follow these things and we keep doing that. Imagine. You got next. So what do you think? Quad. Got his family here. He's got all show out for his family. Go ahead. We going to record. Whatever order we want to go.
That's on you then, sir. No. Mike Shabbat. State your register.
Nakwa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala,
Nakwa, Ban Yahawda, Ban Yashala.
Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Shabby.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 47 in the Hebrew. Wahash Salaki. Wahash Sakab. Wahash Shakab. Babayat. Yakab Salaki. Yakab Shah. Yakab Shah. Salaki. Yakab. Yakab Bashah. Ait. Salaki. Bagadio. Salaki. Bagadio. It's like a Hakal. Baba I. Yakaba. Yakabasa. Ata. Bagadawa. Verse 48. Oh, Bagadiwa. Khan. Verse 48. Wa'aim. Ba'a. Yaba. Yaba'a. Hakahan. Raha. Ra'a. Wahanan Salaki. Wahana La'ai. La'a. Pasha. Hanaga. Hanagai. Babayat. Sorry. Akaria. Salaki. Hataka. Hatach. Ait. Ata. Habayat. It's like a habayai. Haba. Come on, sir. Habayai. It's like you, sir. Come on, sir.
That's the Yiddish.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir. It's like Habai. Habaya. Watahar Hakahan. Ata. Okay. Haba Kaya. Narapa. Hanagai. Come. Verse 49. Walak is a ha. Ta'a. Ata. Habai. Shata'ai. To part. Count, so Salam. Tazaparium. What I? Why? What ataza? What itaza? Araza. Sir? Washinya. Taza wa I? Taza wa aita. What? Oh, Salam. Oh, I'm still got that. Isaac. Salam. Just Thai wa aita. The wala ait. Kan. What azab. Kan. Kan. Verse 50. Wasa Washa height, washa cut. Come on, sir. Hot. All. It's like nigga. Come on, sir. Wash a khat. I ata hash. Tazapor. Ha tazapor. Come. A cat. All Kalaya Karash all Mayam Hayam Come. Verse 51. Walaqua I Ata Itaza Haraz Wa'at Azab Wa'at Shanya Tawa. It's like a hata lawa hata wala I Kamakan what I hot Tazapar. Oh, Sluggy. Oh, yeah, what? Come on, sir. What? Tazapar. Hayayim. Hayayim. Come on, sir. What the ball? Come on. A thumb. A thumb. Come on. A thumb. Badam. Hatazapar. Oh, yeah, come on.
Right after that.
Come on. Hashak. Okay, come on, sir. Hasha. Wa. Okay, come on. Hasha. Ha. Ta'a. Okay. Hasha. Ha. Wa. What? Okay, come on. I see. Okay, it's Hasha. Ha. What? To Hasha. Ka. Kwa. Ka. Wata. Come on. Wa bum yam. Wa bum yam. Wa bum yam. Come on. Haya yum. Come on, sir. Hayayim. What? Waha Zaha. Waha Zaya Zaha. Waha Wa Zaha. Wa Zaha. Wa Ha Za. Come.
Wow. So, you see how I know, look, when y'all at the beginning of a Hebrew word, like, so okay, we gotta think about it like English, okay? When you're thinking about English, it got like all these prepositions that lead into a noun or a verb. You feel me? In the prepositions in Hebrew or the words that delineate pronouns or the basically what tense that we talking about, it will be either at the beginning or at the end. You feel me? So if you can separate those in your mind and break those off, then you can get the root word, and you can get the prefix, the root word, and the suffix. You feel me? So the prefix in a lot of cases, wa, ha, la. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the water, wa, ba, mayum. Mayum is water. So it's wa, ba, mayum. You know what I'm saying? So when you get the wa, the ba, you got all these things at the beginning. The root, like you got to be able to visualize that root. If you can pull that root out, then you can start that word and just get that word in right quick. Then it'd be like, why such and such this, or how such and such this. You know what I'm saying? Like it break it up. Hey, sis, what up? Good to see you, sis. Hey, hey, nah, but look, that's all I'm saying. So just what I'm saying, like why Hazah. Hazah is the root. Why Hazah. Ha Bayah. Bayah is house. Ha is the. Ha Bayah, the house. You understand me? So like that'll help you when you get to your pronunciations.
We got
definitely Lashua and Kodash class every Friday, but Lashua and Kodash test every Saturday.
That's right.
We definitely testing on Lashua and Kodash. We're gonna make sure that y'all that we know if you've been looking at your Lashua and Kodash now.
That's right.
On Saturdays, and I'm gonna read y'all spirit. I'm gonna see who needs to come up here and be tested.
That's right.
I'm going to see. As long as y'all here, I'm going to pull you out this crowd, and we're gonna figure it out. You understand?
Boy, got the spirit to flee.
You know what I'm saying?
You completed his seat in the middle, bro.
Fishers and hunters. Like, I'm hunting right now. I'm hunting for niggas who don't know Lashua Kadat. I'm going to find you. We'll seek you out. Good night.
General Counsel. Hazah. Oh. Ha Bayat. Sabah. Shabai.
You got it right.
Pa'ai. Mayum. Pa'ai. Mayum.
All right, real quick. One more real quick lesson in between time.
Okay.
The prefixes, you're gonna continue to hear the same prefixes over and over again. Waha, ba, what else? Well, wa and ha is like you gonna always see wa and ha.
The
You know what I'm saying? In, you know what I'm saying? Ba, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see those a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some suffixes you're gonna see a lot is yum, ya, wa.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? It's going. Sometimes it's plurality. Sometimes it's it's the tense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just depends. You feel me? But if you can see it, you know what I'm saying? If you could see it in, like, you could separate, like, if you could separate that in the word, that when you see it, then it'll help you with your pronunciation, and then make you'll be able to say the word better. You feel me? Like, for instance, in this, like, all right, I'm gonna go from. We're gonna add them two mini lessons that I've just said together with these last few words of this scripture. So, the third to last word is ha bayat. So we got the prefixes ha. Remember I said remember your prefixes. So bayat is house, ha is the. Ha bayat is the house. Shabai is a word that don't have no prefix or no suffix. It's a straight root. Shabai, which means 7. You feel me? But then we have times. So what is time? If you can look at that word, tell me what time. How do you say time?
Mayum? Is that it? Is that
No.
the word? No.
No. What you say?
Mayum.
Is you looking at what we looking at?
Time? Yeah.
So where you oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, that's wrong.
Is it Pi Mayum or Pi Mayum?
Time. What is time? Tell me what time is in Hebrew. Call Kazak. Pa'im, correct. Pa'im is time.
Singular.
Times is pa'imium. Right?
Oh, you know this.
Right? You feel me? Like Ak
Yum.
and Akyum.
Come.
You feel me? Ak is brother.
Right.
Yum is brothers. I mean, or it's the plurality. So it's Akyum, which means more than one brother, versus Ak meaning one brother. So if you could, like, that's what I'm saying. When you're looking at these words, you see that yum at the end. Hold up, this count. Continue real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come.
But y'all get the point, right? Between the plural, singular, right? Yum means, you know, you add the plural. So we have 52.
Come, sir. Verse 52. Verse 52. What? So like what caught? No.
What caught?
Okay, come, sir. What caught?
What I said about prefixes? What I say?
Come, sir. What caught?
Why?
Why? Kata. Yeah. Come. Why? Kata. Come.
Everybody get that though. Everybody get that. You see the why, the ha, you pronounce that, and then you pronounce the word.
Right. Like, I mean, it'll help you with your pronunciation. You feel me? Like, you have to do a little bit of discerning based off how big the word, like, bigger words, some of them have multiple prefixes. You feel me? Depending on, you know what I'm saying, what they're trying to say in the Hebrew. Right. You feel me? It might not just be one prefix, it might be multiple ones. But you know what the prefixes is. Why? Who could tell me what the Hebrew for Dummies way is, how you know the prefixes for everybody in this room right now? How will you know the prefixes? Everybody in this room right now. Somebody. What you got? Goddamn right. They're right there on the board. So if you want to know the prefixes, they right there on the board. You can look at them right quick. You know what I'm saying? Tazdoc do not erase the prefixes for a reason.
That's right.
So that you can have them on the board when you come in here, you can see them.
That's an outstanding brother.
So those, you see when you say prefix right there, and you say suffix right there. You see that's everything I just said, right? You see all of them right there. You see how they all break down. You feel me? So, most high Christ.
You got the spirit.
Why?
That's right.
Most high Christ. Yeah, look, listen. So you use that, and you might want to take a picture of it so you can have it with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could look at it when you're on your pastime. You feel me? Or you could just, you know what I'm saying, come to the Friday class hosted by Officer Tazdoc here in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He teaches it every goddamn Friday. You know what I'm saying? Including the prayers. He's going over the prayers. He's doing a prayer circuit.
Prayer circuit.
Prayer circuit. His circuit is based on the prayers, which is the last few weeks he's been dealing with specifically the prayers. You feel me? So just in case you have any trouble with the prayers and hearing them and understanding how to say them and know them, he's going over that. If you want to go back to it and listen to it, it's on I.S.U.P.K Houston YouTube. Just go check it out on your own pastime. Just listen to how he tells you how to break down the prayers. But in the meantime, while we're here, we're gonna talk about the prefixes and suffixes. Y'all make sure y'all keep that also in your mind, so that when you're looking at these words, you can go up. I mean, y'all specifically in the audience can look up at the board right now and be like, "Oh, okay, I see. Oh, why? Oh, what? How? Oh, you know what I'm saying?" You can look back, just do like that. You know what I'm saying? Use all your references that you can, so that you can understand what you're saying. You feel me? You up in the front, you ain't got no chance to do that. So that means what that mean?
All right, you gotta use the class. Sir.
Well, that and you gotta practice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta familiarize yourself with these things. You know what I'm saying? Repeat them a lot. You know what I'm saying? Repetition leads to memorization. You feel me? The more you repeat, the more you memorize. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
The third word.
How about I? How about I? How about I? How about I? So like, how about ya? Badam. Hataza. So like it. Hataza. Pawar. Wabam.
Yeah, I know. Wabam Mayanyum.
Waba Mayam.
Wa
Waba
Wa
Mayam.
ba. And two prefixes.
Kankan.
Wayam. It's water.
Kankan. Wa.
War is in.
Okay, Kankan, sir. Wa. It's like it. Wa Mayam. Kankan. Ha is ha hayanyam.
Ha ha.
Ha yan
Yam. Ha ha. Ya yam.
ha yanyam. Waba tazapur. Ha sorry.
Ha ha.
Ha yanyam.
Ya yam.
Ha yanyam.
No, it's like ha ha. Ya.
Ha yam.
Ain't no yum.
Oh, so I don't know why I keep saying yum.
Where's the yum?
Y'all at 52.
Kankan, sir.
He had 52, sir, but
Ha, ya, yum.
he passed that one.
Oh.
He had the ball right
so
up under.
Yeah,
Living. Not running.
yeah, not yum. So like that messed
Oh,
up. Kankan, sir. Ha ya. Waba is it
Wa ba
I?
taza. Wa ba I taza.
Waba I taza. Ha
Raza.
araz. Waba
Wa ba a za.
waba zab. Waba
Azab. Azab.
waba azab. Kankan. Waba shanya. Kankan. Okay, ha hatta wa
I.
la ai. Kankan. Verse 53. Washa la
Wa sha lach.
washa
Lach.
lach.
That was the khan. So it's wa sha lach.
Washalach. Ata ha tazapor. Ha chayan. All my ma maka
What is that?
maka what is that? Like okay, come. Like R la ayo what la swag. La ayor all panya pa okay panya hashada Wakapar, all, Io, Haba'at, Habayat, what's a R? What to R? What to R? What to har? Kan. Verse 54. Za'at. Ha. 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 All right. Ha to war ra'ah. Kan. Ha tawara. Tawara. Da ra da wa ra. Ha ta wa ra. Ha ta wa ra. Kan. Lakol. Nagai. Ha taza ra. Tazara'ah. Tazara'ai. Kan. Well, let me see something. Well, Wallah, Walana, the Kwa, Walala, Walanata, Lanatak, Kan. Verse 55. Oh, Kan, sir. Water, sir. What? What? La Tazara'ai. Wala Tazara'ai. Haba. It is Habagai. Wa la ba. It's like a wa la ba. Wa. Wa la ba I. Yeah. Wala. Yeah. Wala ba I. Ba I. Ba ya. Wala ba I. Ba ya. Wala ba ya. Ba. Wala ba ya. Two more. Kan. Verse 56. Well, Wala sha'a. Wala sapa'a. Baka. Wala sapaka. La. Wala sabaka.
The prefix help you pronounce. So if you can take the prefixes out, wa, wala, la, ha, just take them out, just separate them when you say it, and it help you pronounce it.
Kan.
Like this last word.
Wala. Ba'ara. Wala. Bahara. Kan. verse 57. La ha la hawa la hawara bayam
Ba
ba
yo
yo I'm sorry.
ba ya one
Ba
ba ya one
ba yawam
ba ya one
ba yawam.
ha
Okay, count. Ha tama'a
wa
wa
wa ba
wa ba ya yum
ya one
yawam.
ha
Ha to or.
to ha
Count. Ha to or.
to ha
To hor. Za a ta wa ta
da
ta wa ra
ha
ha taza
ha
taza ra
right.
taza ra'ai.
See what I'm saying? You where I'm going with it?
Come on, sir.
Like
Ha
you see that ha, you see that la, you see that ba. Like you gotta emphasize that so it can make you separate it.
come on.
Because if you try to put it all together, then you be saying stuff like lahara wild. You know what I'm saying? When you could say la hawara. You know what I'm saying? They make it. You know what I'm saying? It make the sentence make sense. You feel me? Because I mean, like to teach is la hawara. Hawara. You feel me? So it's la to hawara. Teach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta break it down in your mind like that. You know, it's gonna take time for you to get it fast, but you just think of it like that. You feel me? Especially when you get to the beginning of a word, and that's why I say, don't look at the blue, look at the black, and read the red, because the red gonna tell you, okay, wait a minute, this is not a word by itself. You feel me? So if it's not a word by itself, then it's gonna have a prefix. It might have a suffix. No, it's gonna have a prefix if it's not a word by itself. It's going to have a prefix. If it's a word by itself, it might not have a prefix, but it might have a suffix. You feel me? Depending on if it's plural or not. Right. You feel me? So, and also you got to think about root words. You know what I'm saying? Being Hebrew is a raw language. You feel me? Some of these words that we think are singular root words are actually pluralized if you just think about the conception of the word. You feel me? Like, for instance, to teach. Teaching is like conceptually, teaching is a plural type of verb. You feel me? As opposed to a singular type of verb. You know, you have to, you know what I'm saying, start seeing it. The more you start seeing words, you start seeing these things manifest. Yeah, go ahead to the English, man. Let's go ahead and let's wrap it up.
Come on, sir.
In the English.
In the English. Sorry, 47. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 47. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes.
So everybody in the house that they find that is unclean, gonna have to scrub it down. You understand me? You're gonna have to clean up. If they found a unclean brick in the house, and now everybody who done been in the house gonna have to get themselves together. You understand me? It's no difference than what we deal with today in the COVID-19 quarantine. Is, you know what I'm saying? What we would do today is, if you find somebody that got COVID in your house, then what you gonna do? I'm gonna ask the sister, cause y'all good, y'all know. If somebody in the house got COVID and you ain't got COVID, what you gonna do in the house? Bleach. That's a good one. That's on point. You feel me? What else? What else would you do? That for sure. That's for sure. But like I'm talking about, like as far as actions that you'll do to the house or in the house.
Strip it down. Strip everything.
Yeah.
This is the mic. Where the mic from?
We ain't got no mics in here. But you absolutely right. Sis, like, you was absolutely on point when you said your first one. Bleach it down. The one that I could think of in my house, what my rib do is she get the Lysol out. She spray every goddamn thing in the house.
Right.
Everything in the house get Lysol on. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what it is. You know what I'm saying? She spray Lysol on everything in the house. The fruit, the flowers, everything get Lysol on. You feel me? You gonna wash it off when it's time to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about when we found out we had COVID in the house, I'm talking about we ran through like 6 cans of Lysol in 2 weeks. We was Lysoling everything down. You feel me? It's no different than what you see in here. You got to wash up. You got to make sure that the things that you have on, the things that you touching and stuff is clean.
Right.
You feel me? Like today it's a little bit more easier than it was back in the gap. You know what I'm saying? We have actual products that clean things when we spray it on them. They didn't have that. So you just had to wash it. You understand? We just had to make sure you did your due diligence by washing these things.
Right.
We have it a little bit easier today. That don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, we don't take these things into practice, which we do every day, just mentally. We don't even know that these are the things that we're doing. These are actually things that have been done. You understand?
Right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 48. And if the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague hath not spread in the house, after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. Verse 49. And he shall take to cleanse the house 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop, and he shall kill the one of the birds in the earthen vessel over running water.
It's a different type of Lysol. This is spiritual Levitical Lysol that we're talking about right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are actual instructions that the Lord gave the Levitical priest to do in order to cleanse a house. You feel me? Like nowadays, you know what I'm saying, we got Lysol. You feel me? As opposed to back in the gap in the wilderness where they had no doctors, well, no modern doctors, none of these things that would help us to feel like things were clean or the plagues were killed. You know, the 99.9% bacteria destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that in the wilderness. All we had was the instruction of the Lord. So the Lord tell us to get a bird and get some hyssop and some scarlet and this and that and the third, you know what I'm saying, some whatever. You know, we just did what the Lord said. Why? Because we trusted the Lord. He was the one who brought us out of Egypt. He know what he's telling us when he tell us that this is gonna clean the house. This is gonna clean the house.
Right.
Right. Come. And he shall take the cedar wood and the hyssop and the scarlet and the living bird and dip them in the blood of the slain bird and in the running water and sprinkle the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird and with the running water and with the living bird and with the cedar wood and with the hyssop and with the scarlet. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open fields and make an atonement for the house, and it shall be clean.
So we talking about, you know, dealing with priests. They're doing these type of things to make sure that the Lord keep, like, it's like when you ain't got no doctor, and like just think about it like this. All hell breaks loose in the world. We ain't got no doctors, we ain't got nobody we can go to tell us about what's going on with our health. What do? when something happens to us health-wise, what do we do? Come on, you ain't rich.
We go to the doctor.
We don't have no doctor.
Oh, we go to the priest. Oh,
Well, we don't have no priest. So then what do? Son?
Do you like the old remedies from the past? Like
We ain't got no remedies. We out here butt naked out here in the streets. So figuratively. What do you do? Come on.
Inquire of the Lord.
Goddamn, you're right. You trust in the Lord. So the Lord, you pray. You pray that the Lord is gonna clean this place. Like you gonna please, Lord, make sure that this fever get off my baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, like you don't have no doctor to go to. You don't have no supplies. You don't have this. You don't have that because we outside in the wilderness. So the most we can do, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about somebody that I'm individualizing it right now for the analogy. You know what I'm saying? Me, but the most that you can do is trust in the Lord.
That's right.
Well, if the Lord telling you to do this and this was gonna clean the house, guess what we got to do? Trust in the Lord. You feel me? The Lord didn't tell us why the living bird and this and that, and, you know, what the water mixed with the wood do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't tell us that. Why are we asking? The Lord gave us instructions, though. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we didn't have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me. So if the Lord gave us instructions, and guess what? We just follow the instructions. We got to think of the mind of the priest back then. Right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a medical book they can go open up and be like, okay, well, let's turn to page 3375 and they tell us, you know what I'm saying, what to do in the instance that somebody sneezed on the wall and they gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got that. You feel me? What we do have is the Bible. You understand? I mean, we do have the instructions of the Lord to tell us what to do in these type of situations, and what we do also have is faith in the Lord that He is going to do what He says He's going to do. So hold the Lord accountable for. If we do what you said to do right here, then we should be clean.
Right.
You feel me? And that's the crux of what we're seeing here. You feel me? And that's why, you know what I'm saying, like what I would suggest is when the Lord give you instructions, you don't try to ask the Lord. I mean, if it comes down to it and the Lord sent an angel down to you to explain to you why He did it, then Most High in Christ. But what I suggest you do is, before all things, just follow what just be obedient. Just do what He said you do. And then maybe you'll find understanding afterwards. Long from now, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't even understand what this is now. You know what I'm saying? But wait, what if 100 years from now they find out that scarlet mixed with wood mixed with I.S.U.P. is a natural antibiotic for the air? And you know what I'm saying? Like we doing that right now when we finding out about why we don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Because pork ends up being the most sodium that you can get from you get a whole lot of sodium. It leads to high blood pressure. This leads to that, and that's what kills you. You feel me? Like all these different things we finding out through advancements in health that the Bible's been telling us this from the jump start.
That's right.
You feel me? And we should have been doing it what the Bible says, but this is what probably protected them then.
Right.
You feel me? This is why we gotta follow what the scriptures say now. We gotta be obedient to the Lord, what the Lord says now, because we might be getting protected in ways that we might not even know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Now, what I'm not telling you to do is go get a living bird and 2 birds and kill 1 bird and drop the blood. I'm not telling you to do that. All right. For one, that was a priest job off the bird. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not a priest, don't do it. Sisters, I know y'all thinking about like, damn, I gotta go get a bird. Somebody sneezed in my house.
Next sage burn.
Or sage either. Don't be listening to the internet. You know, the internet be telling y'all kind of crap. You know what I'm saying? Sage will get you right. Say you sage and do this and that and third. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't listen in there. All right, go ahead.
And if I could, what's so heavy about what he's saying is pretty much these commandments are life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? These instructions are life to deliver you from stains and spots being in somebody's house. So those spots and stains won't infect the people in that house, or most importantly, the congregation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the God of the Bible is so real when He tells you that his wisdom is greater than that of this world.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like all this wisdom of this place in America, in this hell, is to keep you confounded and keep you thinking that the wisdom of this book is prehistoric, or it's sophomoric, or it's naive, or it's barbaric. You see what I'm saying? But don't nobody, I've never in the Christian church been read the book of Leviticus.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you know, so they just stay away from these first 5 books of the Bible, brother. Come on, sir, you got it.
And they don't, the medical field don't tell you that they don't tell you that they got quarantined from the Bible.
That's right.
They don't tell you that.
Right. Right.
They don't tell you they got a lot of these concepts from biblical, understandings. They don't tell you. They'd rather take the credit for that.
Right.
That's right.
Understand me?
Right.
We got to make sure that we remember who the credit is deserving of.
That's
Right.
right.
You understand me?
And if I could, sir, real quick, and that's why it's so important, because the Lord said he only gave these oracles, these understandings to niggas, man.
Right.
That's right.
Period, point blank.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what makes these scriptures so great, and being able to be in a place where these scriptures are taught properly to you, to where you can see the life within these scriptures, brother.
That's right.
And you can hear them. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll take them in, and you understand that this is my life, man. You know what I'm saying? These are my ways, and this how me and my household gonna live. You see what I'm saying? So like it, sir.
Go ahead. Keep it.
Come. Verse 54. This is the law for all manner of plague.
So this is the law.
This is the what?
Go ahead.
Swag.
I didn't get that word. What you said? That's the what?
This, this is the law for all manner of plague.
This is the suggestion.
All manner of plague.
No, when you say this is the suggestion, that's what they're saying.
This is the law.
Wait, this is optional for all manner. What is it?
This is the law.
Right.
This is the law for all manner of plague.
So like it, sir.
You understand me? Like,
We got 3 more scriptures.
so that being said, we know that this is it's not optional. This is, and you know, as priests, y'all need to understand this. You feel me? Like the sisters, like they listen and they right with me. I'm looking at them in their eyes and all kind of stuff. They with me. Y'all need to listen because this y'all job.
That's right.
This is really specifically for y'all to know, the men, the priests, to know that instructions given by the Lord is for us to follow so that we can, as the ranking structure goes of what the hierarchy of what the Lord gave us goes, it goes the Most High, Christ, us, then the women, then the children, right? So we got to be on point with these instructions when we start reading them. You know what I'm saying? We got to be on point with the protocols of being a priest. We got to be there. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's important for us as men to start taking the reins. You feel me? I know in America it's easy to let the woman take lead. That's what the oppressor wants the woman to lead us. You feel me? But the Bible teaches us that the man should be the leader, and that's why us as men and priests in Israel should be taking over and taking control and leading our people so that we can protect them. That's right. Not only in just judgments and doing the right thing and the wrong thing, but also in plagues, also in all of these things, right. All manners.
Read that again.
One more time.
Come on. This is the law for all manner of plague, of leprosy, and scald, and for the leprosy of a garment, and of a house, and for a rising, and for a scab, and for a bright spot, to teach Verse 57. To teach when it is unclean, and when it is clean.
So if I could, to instruct when the garment is clean, to instruct when there's no leprosy, to instruct when there's no scald, to instruct when there's no leprosy within a garment. You understand what I'm saying? When there's no rising of a scab or a bright spot within you. These are the laws. Keep going.
Kanawakan. This is the law of SKYPE to teach when it is unclean.
So this is we're telling you these matter of plagues that come out. You understand what I'm saying? We're teaching you. This is what's being taught. Go ahead.
Kanawakan. And when it is clean.
So when it is unclean. You understand what I'm saying? These scabs, these laws, this here will keep you clean from scabs, from leprosy, from bright spots, from your garment being unclean. That's what these laws for. Keep going.
This is the law of leprosy.
This is the law of leprosy, brother, of uncleanliness, brother.
Right. And just to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Again, the reason why we have Sabbath service is to go over the Hebrew and the English of the parts of the Bible that you would have never gotten in the Christian church. All of these things may not be as applicable today as they were back in the past. It may be more applicable in the future when we are in the wilderness. What our purpose is, we need to understand and know the history and the culture that our people went through so that we can hold ourselves accountable for keeping it, hold ourselves accountable for knowing it, and pass it down to our people and our children and from generation to generation so that they all know the ways of the Lord. You understand me? And by us continuing to do that, then when the time comes, the Lord will know us from those who are not us.
That's right.
You understand me? And we won't be marked with the many. We'll be marked with the few.
That's right.
You understand me? That being said, Amadium.
La Yasha Allah.
Amayan Wapanya Hakodam. So
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kodesh, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Balak Gaba'ah, I.S.U.P.K, Ratazah, Hawa, I.S.U.P.K, Shemaya, Talanoa, Come, Yawam, Asalak Nawa, Asalak Nawa, I know. Understand what? I was shy now.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day daily bread. Give us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sorry.
How about Shem Yahushua Barak? Yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak, yeah. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak, yeah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Do it right. Mike Shabbat? No. Yeah. Mike. Right.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Mike Shabbat.
Marvin Shabbat. Feet up. Right foot up. Come together. Elijah. Barak. Reach out. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yeah. There you go. Like this. This is Marvin Shabbat. Come together. Margin. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
There you go. All right. So feet out, hands behind your back. Feet together, hands by your side. Up here. Other hand. Reach out. Yahweh. Say Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yah.
How about some Shabarak Yah?
Curses to the brothers and sisters, men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak, Yadim Ta, Saw, place of sisters, Amadium sisters, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak, Yadim Mata, dismissed.